Hello everyone, this is Vishwesh. In this video, we will be talking about aptitude skills introduction. In previous video, we have seen aptitude skills introduction and prerequisites, and in this video, we are going to see the mental calculation tricks required for quants calculations, quants topic. So in this video, we are going to discuss about mental calculation tricks, and these two are the important tricks: split off and round off. So in detail we are going to discuss about these tricks. In addition to these tricks, we also have one shortcut trick, multiplication shortcut trick, that is also we are going to see, and at the end, divisibility test. Now let's start with mental calculation tricks. So in this, we are going to apply these mental calculation tricks on addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, let's start. So in case of mental calculation tricks, here you can see three points: conventional method, split off method and round off method. Now out of all these, conventional method, we already have learned this in school days. In case of conventional method, if we have two numbers, for example, let's say 77 and maybe 25, right? Now when we are adding 77 and 25, this is how we write it. We write here the plus sign, and then we add the numbers which are there on right side. So 7 plus 5, we get the answer 12. 2 we write here in this place, and 1 is for carry. So next step is 1 plus 7 8 plus 2 10. So this gives the answer as 102. This is how the conventional method is. Now instead of using conventional method, if we use split off and round off, that makes the calculations quicker as well as correct. The conventional method, the problem with conventional method is it gives the answers correct, but it takes time as well as it needs pen and paper. So instead of this, if we use the split off method and round off method, it gives the answers in a very short time, as well as we don't need pen and paper for calculations. That is the importance of split off and round off. Okay, now let's see how we can apply these methods. So let's first talk about split off. The example here given already is 31 plus 42. So if we have these two numbers 31 and 42 with us, so what happens is we can split the 31 in two parts. These two parts could be, one part is 30, right, and other part is 1. Similarly, we can split 42 into two parts. These two parts will be 40 and the second part will be 2. Now we have to split these 31 and 42 into two parts in our mind and not on paper. Okay, so when we split off these two numbers in our mind, we get 30 and 40. So adding 30 plus 40, that gives the answer as 70. That is one part of our answer, plus this 1 and this 2. 1 plus 2 is 3, so 70 plus 3, and the final answer will be 73. So this is how we can use split off. Very simple, right? Now let's use this split off method for second example, that is 101 and 122. Okay, so 101 can be split into two parts as 100, right, and 1. And 122 can be split off into again two parts, that is 100 and 22. Now when we add 100 and this 100, we get the answer as 200. Okay, and when we add this 1 and this 22, we get the answer as 23, and therefore final answer will be 223. Okay, so this is how you can use. Now not necessarily both the numbers you always have to split off. You can split off only one number as well. For example, in the same case, we have 101 and 122. Now in this, we can split this or only this. if we split 101 only, we will get 101, and other figure is 122. So in 122 we can add this 1. Okay, once we add it, it becomes 123, and in 123 if we add again 100, we get the answer as 223, which is our final answer. Okay, so this is how we can use the split off method. Now let's talk about the round off method. In case of round off method, as the name suggests, we have to round up or round down the figures, given figures. Let's apply this for the third example, 99 plus 143. Now in case of 99, it is very close to 100. If we add 1 in 99, we get the figure as 100. So that can be rounded off to 100. Okay, and the second figure is 143. Now even if we are rounding off the first figure, we can easily do the addition. Okay, so the calculation is 99 plus 143. We are rounding off 99 to 100, so we are adding one number. So whatever answer we will get, from that answer we have to subtract 1 at the end. Okay, so when we are rounding off 99 to 100, then 100 plus 143, the answer is 243, and from 243 if we subtract 1, the final answer we can get is 242. So this is how we can use the round off method. Got it? Very simple to use. So similarly, these methods, split off and round off methods, can be applied for subtractions as well. Let's do one subtraction. Now out of these we can choose the second one, 122 minus 101. Now when you came in front of you the question 122 minus 101, your brain might ask for calculator, right? Because we are habitual to it. But without using calculator, without even using the pen and paper, we should be able to calculate such simple as well as few complex examples, calculations. Okay, so in this case it is 122 minus 101. Now what we can do, we can convert this 101 to 100. We can round it off, we can convert it into 100, or we can split it into two parts, 100 and 1. Okay, now always remember, when we are splitting this into two parts, this 100 is having minus sign and this 1 is also having minus sign. So from this 122 we can subtract 100, the remaining answer is 22, and from this 22 we can subtract 1, the remaining answer is 21. So final answer is 21 of this calculation. Okay, let's go for one more example, 143 minus 99. Now instead of doing 143 minus 99, it will be easy to subtract 100 from 143. Okay, so 143 minus 100, the answer is 43, and since instead of 99 we have considered 100, we have to add 1 into the final answer, that is 43 plus 1, that gives 44 as the final answer. So this is how we can use split off and round off for various calculations. Now here, once you understand how to use split off and round off, in some cases you can do the combination of these two as well. Okay, and this is how, when you make a practice of these figures and these tricks, you will be able to confidently use it in exam. Okay, so practice is the key for this. Now let's go to the next part of our topic. Next part is about multiplication and division. Now in case of multiplication and division, again same conventional method we can use, or split off method we can use, or round off method we can use. Conventional method, obviously it is time consuming as well as it requires pen and paper. In case of split off, it is easy, without pen and paper we can do, and in case of round off also it is easy, we can do it without pen and paper. Now before starting with these shortcut tricks, let's first understand what exactly multiplication means, the basic theory of multiplication. Whenever we are multiplying, let's say 2 into 3, very simple multiplication, 2 into 3. So this actually means that we are adding number 2 3 times. So this gives 2 into 3 answer gives 6, and this also gives the same answer as 6. So this 2 into 3 multiplication is also can be represented as this 2 plus 2 plus 2, or it can also be represented as 3 plus 3, that also gives the same answer as 6. So this is the basic of multiplication. Now in this we can also talk about this example 22 into 40. So if we write 22 plus 22 plus 22, this how many times? 40 times. If we do this 40 times, then the answer what we get is this same multiplication of 22 into 40. Or on the other side, if we write 40 plus 40 plus 40 and so on, if we do this again, if we do this for 22 times, we will get the same answer of this multiplication 22 into 40. So this is the base of multiplication, basic concept of multiplication. Once you understand this, then on your own also you can find out few tricks to easily solve the calculations and steps. Okay, now let's apply this split off and round off method for these examples. Let's take the second example, 99 into 21. Now in case of 99 into 21, as it looks very difficult if we are not using calculator, if we are not using pen and paper, it looks very difficult, this example 99 into 21. But by using split off and round off techniques, it becomes easy, and without pen and paper also we can solve this, we can calculate this. Now instead of 99, what we can do here is we can consider this figure as 100. So what we are doing, basically we are adding 1 into this 99. Okay, so when we do this 100 into 21, now this calculation is easy. 100 into 21 is 2100, that we all know. And once we do this, again we have to do some correction part, since we have assumed 100 instead of 99. So what we did is we have added 1 into this 99, so we have to subtract it. Now here we cannot subtract 1, but we have to subtract, just a minute, let me erase this. So here what we have to do is we have to subtract the 21 from the 2100. So exactly what we have done here is the main calculation is 99 into 21. Okay, so what we did here is we have added 1 into this 99. So basically it is like this, 100 minus 1, we can have bracket here, and multiplied by 21. Now when we split this bracket, this 21 will get multiplied to 100, as well as it will get multiplied to 1, and this is how 2100 minus 21 will give the final answer. So this is how we have used split off and round off in the calculations. So any calculation if you select, we can do this very easily. Same can be applicable for division. So let's take one example for division. So here we have 98 by 4. So 98 is a even number and divided by 4. Okay, so what we can do, we can split this 98 into two parts, that will be 49 into 2. This is how we can split it, and once we do it, it becomes easy to do the calculation. So 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4. So the final answer remains as 49 divided by 2. So half of 49 will be 24.5. That will be the final answer. So this is how we can split it, or simply we can go on dividing and we can come to the final answer. Okay. Now let's go to the next part. Now in this part we are going to see the multiplication shortcut tricks. Let's go to the actual part. Here we can see the shortcut trick. Now many times we come across such calculations, 68 into 59 or maybe 98 into 78 and so on, 2-digit multiplications. Now already we have learned the split off and round off in the previous slides, but sometimes it becomes difficult to apply split off and round off tricks in some cases. For example, here 68 into 59. Now this 59 can be rounded off to 60, but still 60 into 68 is a little difficult sometimes. So this is how in case of few calculations it becomes difficult to use split off and round off as well. In such cases we can use this shortcut trick. So this shortcut trick, by using this trick we can do the calculation of 68 into 59. Okay. Now let's see how we can do this calculation 68 into 59. So here are the 3 steps: step 1, step 2 and step 3. Okay. So by using these 3 steps we are going to do the calculation. So first step says that we have to multiply 8 and 9. Okay, 8 and 9. So this is the step 1. Here you can see in the table the step 1. So in step 1 we have 8 and 9, multiplication of it. The answer is 72, and this 72 we can write 2 as the part of answer and 7 will be carry. This 7 will be carry. In next step, in case of step 2, we have to multiply 9 and 6 plus 8 and 5. Multiplication of 8 and 5. So here in case of step 2, you can see 6 into 9 plus 8 into 5. That gives the answer as 54 plus 40, and final answer will be 94. Now in case of 94, we have to also add the previous carry in 94. So 94 plus 7 gives 101 as the answer. Now this 101, 1 we can write as the part of answer and remaining 10 will be carry. Okay. So in case of answer, 2 and 1 will be the part of answer and this 10 is now carry. Now in case of step 3, in step 3 we have to multiply 6 and 5. So multiplying 6 and 5, that gives the answer as 30 plus previous carry is 10, and thus this gives the answer as 40. So since there are no further steps, step 4, step 5 in this case, only 3 steps are there. So this 40 as it is we can write as the answer, remaining part of the answer. So final answer will be 4012. Okay. Let's try to understand this by using one more example. So here we have one more example, and that is 94 into 58. So we can write it here: 94, 9, 4, then 5 and 8 as shown here. And once we write it in this fashion, we can do the steps: step 1, step 2 and step 3. Okay. So in case of step 1, it is the multiplication of 4 and 8. So here we have step 1, 4 and 8 multiplication, that gives 32. 2 will be the part of answer, 3 will be carry. Now in case of step 2, it is 9 into 8 plus 5 into 4 plus carry. Okay. So in case of step 2, here we have those calculations: 9 into 8, then 4 into 5, that gives 72 plus 20, that is 92 as the answer. 92 plus previous carry, that gives the 95 as the answer. So 5 will be part of answer, 9 is carry. Okay. In case of step 3, we can do the multiplication of 9 into 5. So that gives 9 into 5 as 45. 45 plus carry is 54. So 54 is, since this is the last step, so we can directly write down 54 in the remaining part of the answer. So 5452 is the final answer. Okay. This technique can also be applicable on to 3-digit numbers, as here mentioned 123 into 456. So in this case there will be 5 steps: step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 and step 5. 5 steps will be there. In first step we can do the multiplication of rightmost figures. In step 2 we can do multiplication of 2 rightmost figures. In step 3 we can do multiplication of all the 6 figures, and in step 4 multiplication of 2 leftmost figures, and in step 5 leftmost figures multiplication. And in each step we have to go on adding the carry, if any. So this is how we can do this. One more example in case of 3-digit multiplication, 347 by 568. Again here also we have step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 and step 5, and just go on adding the figures and numbers. We will get the final answer. Okay, let's go to the next part. So these shortcut tricks can be applicable, these multiplication shortcut tricks can be applicable to 2-digit into 2-digit number, 3-digit into 3-digit number. These both we have seen, and these also can be applicable to 2-digit into 3-digit or 3-digit into 2-digit. So simply if we have, let's say 302 as the first figure multiplied by, let's say 12. So in this case the first figure is 3-digit, second figure is of 2-digit, but still we can apply this multiplication technique here by simply assuming 0 in place of the third digit of 12. So once we do this, now this has 3 digits and second figure also has 3 digits. So we can use this 3-digit into 3-digit technique to find out multiplication of these 302 into 12, and we will get the answer. Okay. Further we have divisibility test as one of the we can say the shortcut trick. So let's understand what exactly this divisibility test is. So basically if we come across any number, let's say we will write here one number 36908 let's say this is the number. Now if we have to check whether this entire number is divisible by 2 or whether it is divisible by 3 and 4 and so on. So this is the divisibility test. Now in case of 2, we all know that in case of 2 the rightmost figure should be even, either 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. Out of these, if that figure is there, then it is divisible by 2. Okay, so in our case it is not divisible, as at the end we have 1. At the end we have 1, so it is not divisible by 2. This given figure is not divisible by 2. To check for 3, what we can do sum of all these digits present here. So 3, we have 3 plus 6 is 9, 9 plus 9 is 18, 18 plus 0 is 18, 18 plus 8 is 26, 26 plus 1 is 27. Since the addition of all digits is 27, so here we can say that 27 is divisible by 3, and hence we can conclude that this entire number is also divisible by 3. That is also divisible by 3. In case of 4, it is the combination of 2 into 2. So if last 2 digits are even, or if last 2 digits are divisible by 4, then the entire number is also divisible by 4. In case of 5, we all know if at the end of that figure is 0 or 5, it is divisible by 5. In our case the ending figure is 1, and hence this number is not divisible by 5. In case of 6, the factors are 2 into 3. So if this entire number is divisible by 2 and 3, then the same number is also divisible by 6. In case of 8, the factors are 2, 2, 2. 2 into 2 into 2. That gives the answer as 8. And hence, last 3 digits, if these last 3 digits of that number are divisible by 8, then the entire number is also divisible by 8. In case of 9, it is the factors are 3 into 3. So if this entire number addition, if we do, that has given this 27 as the answer previously. If this 27 is divisible by 9, then only this entire number is divisible by 9. So in our case, 27 is not divisible by 9, hence this entire number is also not divisible by 9. In case of 10, it is very easy, last figure should be 0 to be divisible. And in case of 11, the formula is given in front of you. Sum of odd places minus sum of even places, and this sum should be divisible by 11. Okay, so this is how we can check the divisibility tests, and these are the shortcut tricks. So here we end our topic, and I hope you have understood what we learned. So 3 things we have seen here. First one is about the shortcut tricks that we have applied, split off and round off. Second thing we have seen about the multiplication tricks, and third is about divisibility test. So I hope you have understood this and practice many examples, and then somehow you will have confidence to use them in exam. Okay, thank you.